Hey guys, what's up? My name's Emily Shea, and I hope you're having a wonderful day. For today's video, I'm going to be doing the Disney College Program tag, otherwise known as the DCP tag, where I just answer a list of questions all about the DCP, about myself, and yeah, so you guys can learn a little bit more about the program and about me as well. So let's get into it. Alright, so I just have the list of questions on my phone right here, so if you see me looking at my phone, that's why. But yeah, so the first question is, how did you hear about the program? So I first heard about the program in middle school. My mom had seen it on, I think, Facebook, like an ad or something, and she told me about it, and so I always had it in my brain since like middle school that I wanted to do the program. And then last year, I knew that the applications were opening up, but what really got me excited was the auditions opening up. So I heard about the auditions initially last year, and then I heard that the program was accepting applications. So that's why I did it last year. But I've known about it since like middle school. How was the interview process? So I'm going to kind of answer this question in two parts, the first part being last year and then this year. So last year, I applied for the program in January, and I didn't get an interview until the end of February, beginning of March, I want to say. And that was the web-based interview. So I did the web-based interview, and then I got a phone interview. And I've touched on this on my channel before, but I actually had my phone interview in between two finals at my first semester in college. So that was really scary. I don't know why I scheduled it that way, but so I had one final in the morning, and then I had lunch, and then I had my interview, and then I had another final like immediately after. I like hung up the phone and was like, okay, I have to go to class now, and I went immediately to my next final. So that was really scary, but the interview itself went really well. I think I was able to tell her all about like what I do with my kids at my theater that I work at, and just like I feel like the questions that were asked are really asked to kind of allow you to show yourself and what you can do. I mean, that's what all interviews are, but I think especially with this one, they want to showcase your skills. So I was really able to get everything that I wanted to tell her out, and not in like a, oh, I do this and this and this and this and this. I was able to answer each question to its entirety without talking her ear off, if that makes sense. So I think that it went really well, and then it did because I ended up getting accepted. This year it was a little bit different. I had no interview at all because I was a Fall Advantage canceled last year. I just got back into the program without having to interview at all. So that was completely different, and it was kind of weird not having to do an interview. I think last year I learned a lot from my interview, as well as like they learned a lot about me. And so it was really weird not having one. But yeah, that was just this year. They didn't have any. But I know that if you are someone who didn't have your program canceled or like shortened, you do have to do the web-based interview. And that one's not too hard either. You really just put what you think is best, but you don't have a phone interview. So yeah. Alright, the next question is, where were you when you found out? So last year I was at the U of A, where my sisters go to school, the University of Arizona, and we were actually picking up my sister's tools because she's a set designer and like set builder, and her program had just got canceled because of COVID. So we went to her school to pick up all her tools from the shop, and I got the email while crossing the street. Like literally in the crosswalk in the middle of the street, I got an email, and I started jumping up and down, and I was like super, super excited. And my mom's like, you have to keep crossing the street. You can't just stop. So there was a bunch of cars just watching me. They had no idea why I was so excited. And so that was really funny. And then Allison's teacher was there. My sister's teacher was there. And he was like, why are you freaking out? And I was like, I can't even can't even tell you, because not only did I get in, I also got character performer. So it was just crazy. It was a crazy day. And then this year I was sitting in my bed right here because that's all I do now because I don't have school. So I was sitting in my bed watching, I think, YouTube, and my sister was sitting right over here doing her makeup, and I just screamed. And she was like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "Yep, I just got back into the program." So yeah, I think my first story was a little bit more interesting because I was literally crossing the street, and then this one I was just sitting in my bed. So yeah. What is your role / preferred roles? So this year my role is attractions, and I'm super, super, super excited about it. Last year, like I said, I was a character performer in Mouse Group, and of course I would like to do that again. That's always been my dream, to perform at Disney. I want to do the parades, I want to be in Fantasmic, but I knew that I wouldn't get that again this year just because they haven't even brought back all the performers yet that were laid off. So I knew I wouldn't get that again this year, and so I was really hoping for attractions, and that's what I got. I would also really love to do Bibbidi Boppidi Boutique because I do hair and makeup for my kids at the theater that I work at, and that's so much fun, and I would absolutely love that job. So I think my three most wanted in order would be character performer, Bibbidi Boppidi Boutique, attractions, and character attendant. I added character attendant on there just because it would be a lot of fun. And yeah, so those are my dream roles, and my role for this program will be attractions. I will be doing a location reveal in about a week because I get my location in about a week. So stay tuned for that. How did you find your roommates? How many do you want? So this year is actually a little bit different because last year I got accepted with my friend Mikey, who I go to college with, and this year he got in again, so we were wanting to room together. And then his friend Rudy actually also got in, so we're rooming with her, so I know both of them from my hometown. But then I also met a girl through the Facebook groups named Morgan, who I instantly connected with her, and we've been talking a lot, so we asked if we wanted to be roommates. So now my 3 roommates are Mikey, Rudy, and Morgan, and we'll all be rooming together. I already got my lease. I know that those 3 are rooming with me, so we're going to have a lot of fun because I do already know them. And yeah, I think if you're looking for a roommate, definitely check out the Facebook groups. Be wary because there are some weird people on there, adults who aren't even doing the program will join those Facebook groups. But yeah, I think if you're looking for a roommate, join the Facebook groups and join the GroupMes. But also look on Instagram under the hashtag DCP whatever year you are, so DCP 2021. And I'm sure people are posting about getting accepted, and you can meet people through that too. So I met mine through my college, but also Facebook, and yeah, I'm really excited to meet them. Well, I already know 2 of them, but I'm really excited to meet Morgan in person. I've only met her online, but I'm really excited, so yeah. Next question, what are you going to miss while in the program? I'm going to miss a lot while I'm in the program. I have a twin sister, and we have never been apart for more than a week, literally. And she actually flew out to New York yesterday because, like I said, she does set design and set building, and she got a summer stock job in New York to build sets there. So she'll be there until September, but I'm leaving in 2 weeks, so she won't be here when I leave, and I won't be here when she gets back. So it's gonna be really weird not being with her just because we've always been connected at the hip, and yeah, that'll be really, really weird. We're also spending our 21st birthday apart from each other. I'll be in Florida, she'll be here. So that's going to be really weird. I also do have a boyfriend of about 5 years, and so of course I'm going to miss him a lot and his family. Also, I have a bunch of bearded dragons. You can see him in the corner. I have a bunch of bearded dragons I'm going to miss. My mom, I'm always with my mom. Whenever my mom is going somewhere, I'm always like, oh, I'll tag along no matter how boring it is. So there's a lot of things I'm gonna miss. COVID took away a lot of my family gatherings last year, like Christmas and Thanksgiving and things like that. And I'm not going to be here this year for those, and I know they're going to be happening because my family is fully vaccinated. So, yeah, I'm going to be missing all those holidays, which is going to be very strange. So there's a lot that I'm going to miss while on the program, but I know that I'm going to be having a lot of fun, and it's going to be a lot of work too. But, yeah, that's all. Alright, what's your favorite Disney park? Alright, so Disneyland is my home park. I will forever love Disneyland with my whole heart. It will probably always be my favorite just because I grew up going there. It's the park I know best. I mean, I know after I work at Walt Disney World, I'll know that park the best. But Disneyland is my favorite park. I've only been to Walt Disney World once, and that was when I was in like 6th grade. So it's going to be a whole new experience for me. I don't remember much from my trip. So it's going to be very new. But as far as my favorite park is Disneyland because I grew up going there, and that's Walt's park. That's the park that he created. So it's the park that I love. First thing you want to do when you get there. So that one's really hard for me. There are so many things that I want to do when I'm there. But obviously for me, I think I want to just explore all the parks. Like I said, I haven't been there since I was in 6th grade and so I don't know the parks very well. And so I think the first thing I want to do is explore them and kind of experience them on my own, if that makes sense. I'll have someone with me to kind of guide me around, but experiencing them without my family, without my friends, I think will be very different, and I'm really excited for that. And so I think exploring the parks and seeing what they're all about is the first thing that I want to do. What is number 1 on your bucket list? Oh man, that's so hard. I don't even know. There are so many things I want to do while I'm there. I have so many bucket list items. I have to write them all down so I don't forget them. But I think number 1 on my bucket list is to do every single ride because there are a lot of rides that are different at Disney World than at Disneyland. And there's a lot of like new rides that I haven't experienced yet. And so I think that that's number 1 on my bucket list is to ride every single ride at the parks. Yeah. And then the last question is one thing you hope to take away from the program. So long term, I don't know how realistic it is, but I would love to work for Disney and perform for Disney. So I think that taking away a job is kind of the obvious thing. But one thing I hope to take away is just like the magic it creates. I've always loved working with kids. I have a passion for it, and I always loved when cast members would make magic for me when I was at Disneyland. So I think taking away the magic that it creates, like not obviously taking it from the parks, but like bringing it with me wherever I go and keeping that magic alive in whatever job I have after, if it's not with Disney or like, whatever job I have after, is what I hope to take away, because Disney is such a shining light for people, and it's the happiest place on earth, obviously. And so I think if you can take away some of that Disney magic and bring it with you wherever you go, it will make your life so much happier. And that's what I hope to take away, because I don't want to just go through life and have a boring job and be miserable all the time. If I have a boring job, I want to make magic in that boring job. I want to create my own happiness within that job. Or if I have a fun job at Disneyland or Disney World, I want to create even more magic for those guests that are coming in. And yeah, so I think that that's what I hope to take away. Okay, you guys, that was all the questions that I had for the DCP tag. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope I could give you some, information, kind of. They're more questions about me. But I hope you liked today's video, and next week I'm going to be doing the role slash location reveal. So stay tuned for that. I'm really excited about that. Can't wait to know my location. But yeah, I hope you guys liked today's video. Be sure and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, because I will be taking you guys on my journey of the Disney College program. When I get there, I'll be doing apartment tours and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, subscribe to my channel, like this video, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!